The Jujutsu Kaisen movie is now releasing in Japan, and overnight we were given a load of new information about Season 3, which means we now have an exact release date for Season 3, down to the day and time. We know how many chapters are covered in this movie. We know what chapter the movie ends on. We know all about what fights have been extended and what the art style is like, and based off the unbelievably incredible clips I've seen, any doubt you've had about the animation of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 should be flushed down the toilet right now, because oh my days, this is some of the best work they've made. And considering this is only the first 2 episodes where the fights are pretty minor, compared to the rest of the Culling Games, they had absolutely no reason to go as unbelievably hard as they did in these moments. It's actually unreal. I know some people saw the trailers or the teasers and the clips, and because they were cut together kind of weirdly, people decided that the season probably wasn't going to look great and that the animation was a little bit rough, but no, they've gone all in. It's actually ridiculous. Like, there is no way these animators have seen their families in months, because considering the fact a lot of them also worked on Chainsaw Man, and that movie was peak fiction, so I don't understand how they've managed to do this, but it's incredible, and we're going to go through absolutely everything I know about it right now. So, in Japan, Season 3, Episode 1 will be releasing on January the 8th, 2026 at 12:26 AM on a Thursday, which means that for the rest of the world it will actually be coming out on the Wednesday, at least for most places. So it will be 3:26 PM GMT Wednesdays for those of you like me who are in the UK. It will be 10:26 AM EST Wednesdays, which I believe is a US time, but obviously I'm not going to cover every time zone, alright? Leave me alone. And it'll be like 9 PM-ish Indian time on Wednesdays as well. So yeah, we're not just getting it January 2026, we're getting it early in January 2026. Now, before I get into who the voice actors are for new characters, I'll just talk about what I know about this movie and what's in it. So if you don't want to know anything about it and you want to go watch it for yourself, then stop watching. But basically, it covers chapters 138 to 144. Now, obviously, the first half of the movie is just a compilation of Shibuya, so we already know what happens there. But in terms of the new content, it's 138 to 144. And we actually end the movie and episode 2 on the reveal of Tengen. But yeah, in terms of the first 2 episodes, the general summary and order of events seems to be Chozo and Yuji talk, then Yuji fights the cursed spirits while Yuta stalks him, which in itself is an anime-only addition. We might get some little flashbacks or symbolism of Yuji's guilt, which was teased at in the trailer. And then Naoya arrives and starts throwing hands. Well, I say throwing hands, he just beats the crap out of Yuji. And then Yuta obviously pulls up, and then it seems we're gonna do Yuta versus Yuji first, and we're just gonna do the whole thing. That's also extended because they do find themselves in a theater where there seems to be some very symbolic imagery around them, and the lighting also looks incredible in a lot of these shots. There are some moments where it seems like they're actually conversing a bit more. We get this little snippet of Gojo explaining, cursed energy, and which, again, that's like a panel in the manga, but Mappa just had to go out of their way to give him a full 30 seconds of screen time in this one little explanation, because he's Gojo, duh. And then it seems like we end the Yuta-Yuji sequence on Yuta killing Yuji and then Sukuna reacting to that before we cut away to Chozo versus Naoya, and then Yuta obviously returning to offer to heal Naoya. Yuji's flashback, we then get the talk at the campfire where Yuji asks Megumi about Nobara. They then rendezvous at HQ and go to meet Tengen, and that seems to be where we're ending the movie, which is only half a chapter off where I estimated episode 2 would end. The only thing we don't have information on currently is actually how many episodes are going to be in part 1. Everyone can speculate as much as they want, myself included, but realistically, we don't know. There is no proof of anything, there's no confirmation of anything. Yuta having one voice line that was from Sendai, which had obviously already been recorded and then spliced over a clip in the first 2 episodes, does not confirm that we're ending on Sendai. It's very possible, definitely possible, but no, there's been no confirmation. Now, from the clips I've seen online and what people have been saying, it seems that the animation for these fights is genuinely ridiculous. As we know, there has been a lot of extension, so Yuji versus the Cursed Spirits has been massively extended, and even in those minor fights, the animation looks absolutely insane. Something I do want to point out is that from the initial trailer and teasers that we saw, a lot of detail to the art has actually been added. So, like we speculated, what we saw in the teaser trailer was not the final product, so there are a lot of shots now we're seeing where there's a lot more detail, and the art genuinely looks like it might be the best it's ever been in Jujutsu Kaisen. It's incredible. We now have some images and footage of Naoya pulling up to confront Yuji and Chozo, and then also Yuta's appearance as well, where, Chozo, Yuji, and Naoya all shit themselves. We haven't seen much more of Yuji vs. Yuta besides what's actually been shown in the teasers, but we've seen a fair bit. And then the main talking point and the main stuff being shared online by everyone is Chozo vs. Naoya, because oh my days, bro, Mappa have to be raging misogynists. They have to genuinely despise women the way that they're treating Naoya, because he has no right to look that unbelievably cool. During his introduction in the Zen and H Clue, there's actually an anime-only scene where they made Maki's mum go down and like tie Naoya's laces for him, which is, yeah, Mappa, like, they might actually just hate women. I don't know. But both Chozo and Naoya are majestic in that fight. I can't lie, I caved and watched the clips that were there, which is like almost the whole fight. And not only do they massively extend it, but everything is just way more grand. Like, it's on a much larger scale than it is in the manga. It looks genuinely incredible. The motion is so unbelievably fluid. They've both got hella aura, but like Naoya, when he's punching Chozo and just beating the crap out of him, wow, bro, he was not doing all that in the manga. Like, not the way he was in the anime. The clip I've seen is genuinely ridiculous. It is, I can't believe it. And Naoya is actually going to be voiced by Koji Yusa, who is Gin Ichimaru from Bleach. And when you think about it, like, that is so perfect, bro. I'm just thinking about Naoya next to Gin, and even though they're very different characters, they both start off like, I mean, Naoya ends very ratty, but they also do both start off very ratty, and they've got the same kind of like annoying demeanor. It's great. That's perfect casting. But yeah, that fight kind of seems to be the highlight. We've seen some incredibly aura-filled images of Yuta pulling up and Naoya on his knees, you know, when Yuta's like, shall I heal you, Naoya? And I have to say, Yuta looks way better in Season 3 than the ugly mug that they gave him in Season 2, and also compared to the manga. Like, it does seem the art is just way better. And another character whose design has changed a little bit for the better is Yuki Tsukumo, because goddamn, bro, what the hell? Bro, that one fight she's gonna get in Season 3 is genuinely gonna change lives, because holy hell, she looks incredible here. But yeah, we also know that Tengen's Japanese voice actor is Hoshiko Sakibara, who is actually the JJK narrator in the sub. And Kaori Itadori's Japanese voice actor is Megami Hayashibara, who is Faye in Cowboy Bebop, Rei in Evangelion, Jessie in Pokemon, and Hello f***ing Kitty. Jin Itadori's Japanese voice actor is Toshiyuki Toyonaga, and I don't actually know any of the characters that he plays, but I'm sure some of you guys will, so I'll leave it on screen. There has been some rumors that I've heard that Higuruma's voice actor is actually going to be played by the same voice actor as Light Yagami, which, damn, that's actually dope, but I can't confirm that. I've just heard that from someone who I do not trust for shit, so I don't know. Beyond that, we don't know much, but if I find out any more information, I will let you know. But what I do want to really reassure you guys about is that JJK Season 3 is looking incredible. Any doubts you had about animation or quality, just push them out of your mind right now, because from what I've seen, that is just not going to be the case. It's going to look incredible. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If I get any news, I'll keep you updated, and I'll see you in a bit.